Hi guys, it is me again, Антона Поспелова, with monologues about fly fishing. And today I'm proud to say I'm with Майкл Вэйд. Hi Michael.
Yes.
Always looking stupid when you shake your hand.
Yeah, we met.
Because we met today already. Yeah.
Yes.
So, and Michael, an exciting person. He's a general manager of a famous worldwide known Delfi Lodge, a salmon and trout fishing lodge in Ireland, Connemara. So, Michael, I'm so happy to have you and to show you.
Yes.
As well, because bears didn't eat us, though we saw the bears. Yeah. So tell us about your lodge and what is it?
Yeah. Okay. So Delfi Lodge is a very traditional, historic fishing lodge in the west of Ireland, in a region called Connemara, which is a very famous part of Ireland. And it's for 200 years now. It's been a traditional fishing lodge, fly fishing only for Atlantic salmon and sea trout. And of course, the sea trout over there in Ireland are the sea run brown trout.
All right.
So Delfi Lodge has been entertaining and hosting celebrities and gentry and all the old British landlords and everything for, actually, would you believe it, for spot on 2 centuries now. So it's kind of I'm very proud to be manager of the place. We have a great team, and the fact that it hasn't changed, like there's very, very few places haven't changed in 200 years that are actually still doing what they were built to do.
Perfect, nice. And by the way, stupid question, but English laws, do they visit your place with interpreter?
No, they. Well, of course, we're
100 years means 100 years.
100 years.
The Russians will understand. Not sure about English.
Well, the Russians. Well, obviously, we're Irish, and we feel we speak the best English. You know the way.
Yes, yeah. Proper English.
100 years.
Authentic. 100 years.
100 years is 100. Yes. So
that's.
Yeah. So
I love the language.
It's a bit unique, yes.
Yeah.
It's a lovely lodge, and we host people from all over the world. We get a lot of Americans. Of course, we get a lot of Irish Americans because they have their roots in Ireland and they like to come back, see where they came from, and do a bit of fishing. The lodge itself it's also a boutique country house, small hotel. So
not just fishing.
Not just kind of hardcore fishing like here in this magnificent environment in Kamchatke.
We'll talk about it later. Yeah.
Yes, but it's an excellent place. In actual fact, we get a lot of anglers who maybe come with their wives who don't fish, and they relax in a nice historic country house. It's quite a high standard establishment, and it's really a pleasant place to stay in the west of Ireland, do some fishing, see the region, the scenery, and absorb yourself in the Irish culture and history of the place.
Yeah, and you surely have a website with all the pictures. I'm not sure if you remember after all these weeks of drinking with Russians.
Yes.
You remember the
Yeah, I'm just a little bit. I thought the Russians would be able to drink more, but then again, I am Irish, so but maybe.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
Perfect fishing and perfect drinking.
Yeah,
you do both.
Yes. Yeah. I'm a bit disappointed.
Scary scale.
I would have thought up here you would have at least 1 pint of Guinness, but no.
1 pint.
One.
Great. And so what kind of fishing? Now you said salmon and sea trout, but what's the difference?
Yes. Okay. So we're right on the west coast of Ireland, and we get very nice runs of obviously wild Atlantic salmon. The Delphi itself is an intact fishery. We don't share the fishing with any other house or anybody else. It's a small system. It's only about 12 miles long, quite intricate. You know Irish style. A few lakes, nice mountain rivers, and pretty interesting, beautiful scenery. So we get an early run of spring salmon. So we actually begin fishing for salmon on the 1st of February. So we're quite early.
The season starts
very early.
But the February run is quite limited.
It's small. It's a small run, but it's a precious thing. Delphi would be Delphi Lodges, one of the only fisheries in Ireland that actually opens in February.
So those Russians who dying without salmon fishing, and our season starts mid-May, the earliest, beginning of May, the earliest, and you can visit Ireland.
So you can, Delphi, the website which you mentioned is simple, delphilodge.ie.
Yeah, I will mention it in the description.
You will do all that,
sure.
you will do that, please do. And so I've actually had quite a few Russians, and I've never had any Russians come and stay with us that fish.
Yeah.
They just come and more for the region.
Yeah. What kind of Russians did you have? Wearing fur coats and red boots. And
they were relatively attractive. I thought they'd look more like bears, but they were quite. They really loved Ireland, and I think they had come. I think they enjoyed the Irish sense of humour and they're aware of our history. Russians are very interested in history, so they know the story of Ireland. They know all the hardship we went through. They know we're now an independent country, and I think there's a little bit of association there. I found. It's up to me to host the dinners and meet the people and welcome them into Delphi. And to be honest with you, we'd only get a few Russian families in a season, but I really enjoyed them. Yeah, I really enjoyed them. Yeah.
Another thing, the rules. Do you have only catch and release, or you may take the fish or some?
We are in a position. We have quite a high quota. So we're allowed to kill a good number of fish.
Yeah.
And in any one year we don't fill our quota. We have it's a very healthy fishery. The numbers of salmon are still quite high. So anglers will, like most anglers, like to take a fish and release some as well. So we know it's not a catch and release only. Of course it's optional. And nowadays if somebody caught 6 or 8 salmon, well they're probably going to keep 2 and let 5 or a few back.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Clear.
Yep.
So that would be nice. I planned to, probably 10 years ago I started to think about Delphi Lodge and try to get information, and somehow I went to Scotland, sorry to say that, but not to England, Scotland is loud.
I fish in Scotland myself and are very good. The Scots and the Irish are quite similar, like Celtic origin, and we familiarise ourselves. We do a little bit too much drinking, of course, when we get together.
Yeah.
But Scotland is lovely. Indeed, a lot of the west coast of Scotland is very like the west coast of Ireland.
Right.
And good familiar. So you're welcome.
And what other activities are available for
in the region?
Just hiking?
Yes. In that area there's magnificent. Well, there's some lovely little towns. There's nice historical sites. There's plenty of beach walks, beaches, hiking, and adventures for children, things like that. There's outdoor activity centres and all of that. And of course, Dublin is the capital of Ireland, and it's only a 3.5-4 hour drive from Dublin to Delphi Lodge. And Dublin is a historic city, and I think all visitors we get spend a day or two in Dublin and some time in the west.
Nice dog. Magnificent dog. Yeah, right. Well, sit. Садись. No, doesn't understand English at all.
Yeah.
Ignorant dog. Right. So, but I didn't mention. Sorry, guys. I didn't mention that we now fish together with a French group. In fact, though neither of us are French. The French group and us fishing on Županova River in Kamchatka. Probably it was my mistake to get that up where I've never been before. But starting from yesterday, the fishing is improved and it's much better today. I don't know how many, but probably 20 trouts. But still, what's your impression? Your first time in Russia, and it's already in Kamchatka.
It's hard to express my impressions of it. First of all, the wilderness of this beautiful river, 200 kilometres long, and nobody on it, and just to be up here in good company and with yourself and your wife and everybody, that in itself is magnificent. The fishing to me is really good. I mean, if I'm to be honest, I like an edge on fishing, and I actually think where you brought us to the very top of the river was really magnificent.
And the river was totally different.
It's an adventure and everything, and there's a point where we had to earn our fish a bit harder in the first few days. Now we're catching them easier. The fish are magnificent. The rainbow trout are magnificent. The place is full of Arctic char. It's just beautiful. The scenery, the company, the team that organised all this, that fly us in here and feed us and set up the tents and the whole lot. It's just magnificent. So I'm blown away, to put it that way, with the whole experience of this fishing trip to Kamchatka, you know, and here on the, how do I say it, Zupanova? It's difficult for an Irish accent.
Yeah.
It's magnificent, and the fishing is, I mean, I'm sure Kamchatkans realise the asset they have here, because, you know, like, they're precious. All these places are somewhat threatened with global warming and everything, and Western Europe and Scandinavia and places, you know, it's good, but like this is still a wilderness. So I think it's just magnificent.
But did you expect something different, or you
I
didn't
came
think,
with
did have time
an open mind, but I think the vastness of the environment is amazing. I think the length, the river, because don't forget, Ireland is such a small country. We have small rivers. I mean, this river, 200 kilometres long, is huge to me. No, what did I expect? No, it's living up to my wildest dreams. Put it that way. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. So you would like to get back here?
Like, to be here as long as this is possible, I would come back and fish here. I mean,
nice.
And now it is like it's a physical fishing trip as well. I love the walking and the environment.
Oh yeah, well, you impressed us. You impressed as a walker and a wader.
A wader, yeah.
Yeah.
But and we did see, of course. I mean, I thought you were joking about the bears, but we did see some bears.
Finally,
so
yes. You expected. Well, you thought finally that it is marketing.
It was marketing.
Some marketologists they bring the shit.
I thought it was only teddy bears in the shops that you had. But no,
yesterday they were nice. They
were
and
nice.
You enjoyed my conversation with the bear.
I loved your conversation.
With the bear. Oh. That was unexpected.
You were by yourself with that bear, so it was slightly different. Yeah.
So you know, my waders were wet, probably because of this.
On the inside. This is magnificent.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Michael. It's a real pleasure to spend time to fish with you, to walk with you, to be here and to show to you and the French guys Kamchatka, this beauty. I've been fishing here since 10 years, beginning of the 0 years, well, I always love to share that, and so pity that most of even Russians, they never been here, and it's because it is expensive, surely.
Well, put it this way, it might be expensive or seem expensive, but it's value for money. Like, there's a lot going into this. The team that look after us, helicopters, everything. It's great value for money. And it's a pleasure to be here with you too. Like, I'm getting to meet a Russian now. You look a bit strange, but I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it.
Yeah. You know, guys, he thinks he doesn't look strange.
I'm with the French, and there's nothing we can say about the French. That hasn't already been said. Yes.
Yeah. I would love to continue our interview in your lodge, in Delphi Lodge, next year.
Well, you're more than welcome.
Thank you.
It's a lovely place to visit. The fishing is like all fishing. It's good. You have to work hard for it. But it's also a beautiful place to stay on a trip, on a holiday to Ireland, because Ireland is a small country, and if you have a nice base like Delfi Lodge, you can do some fishing and do so many other things as well. Absolutely.
Thank you, Michael. So, guys, we must return to fish and expect to land big, fat, biggish, huge fish, big pigs and silvers and kunja and trout and chars and so on. It's a magnificent river. And so subscribe, do likes and follow the channel. Sorry for my English, though the Irish English, I don't know, it's different in a way.
Well, actually, I do think your English is nearly too perfect, whereas mine comes with a ethnic slant, if that's the way to put it. Yes.
Yeah, and because next time you must be Tweedy.
I come from a Tweedy place.
Yes.
The origin of fly fishing, of course, was the British Isles, and it was it was only the gentry and the wealthy people who fished, who fly fished.
Right.
And that was the origin, like way back, the Scottish, even terms like the casting, the spade casting, all of this terminology. So I think, if you meet me in Ireland, I promise I'll be more tweedy.
More tweedy,
Yes.
not only shorts like you have now. I wouldn't show them after 10 days of fishing.
I'll be fully dressed.
Fully dressed, yes, nice.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Michael. Pleasure,
Okay.
always.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Thank you.